Is Mr. Stephen O'Keefe, only le Valuvik on air agus Port Láirge. The best day I've had in a Waterford jersey so far was winning the National League 2 years ago. I had a lot of goalkeepers actually as heroes growing up, Davy Fitz, Donal Logue, Brendan Cummins, but the one that stood out most for me was Damien Fitzhenry. The person I'd least like to face in an MMA brawl would be Tom Devine, because he is built like a bear. The player who's most late for training would probably be myself, but I think I have a slight excuse coming from Dublin, or so I like to think anyway. The biggest ladies' man on the Waterford hurling team would be Patrick Kern. No specific aim, I suppose, but just to keep improving really on the last few years. The league, you know, it's extremely tough. I think even the 2 wins that we managed to get were extremely hard fought. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the business at home in front of the home support against Tip and Cork. But every game in the league is extremely hard fought. So I suppose in a way, we're happy even just to be, sitting with 4 points at this stage.
You suffered an unexpected loss to Cork in the last round. While Cork played well, you must have been disappointed with the performance. Has that been much of a setback?
Not particularly. I mean, anytime you lose, obviously, is it's a disappointment. We were going out we were going out very hopeful that we'd win that game. We were really up for it, and unfortunately, Cork on the day they just seemed to be better. They outworked us, and I suppose that's not good enough on our part from the players. But you can't have any argument with the result on the day. The better team won.
Next up, you have a trip away to Clare. They're buoyed, I suppose, by that win over Dublin and the return of the Ballyea contingent. It's always a tight, tense affair. What are your expectations ahead of that meeting?
Yeah, I suppose it's the same as the last 3 or 4 games. We're always taking every game, on its merits as it comes. So we'll start looking into them this week, and hopefully we can put in a good performance. I think a lot of the matches during the league, you're really just looking, for a performance, and hope the results take care of themselves. And the game against Clare will be no different.
They said that you'd be nothing. They said these dreams will die, but I stood strong and worked too hard to keep this hope alive. Here we go, I'ma write my name in.
How vital is it for Waterford to ensure a result in that game? I suppose there's so little between a place in a quarter-final and a relegation playoff now at this stage.
Yeah, I don't think it's absolutely vital, to be honest. Obviously, it'd be brilliant to get a win, and see ourselves in a quarter-final, and see where we can go from there. If we manage to lose, unfortunately we'll be in a relegation match, but we'll take that game as it comes as well. And I suppose really every game, or every week, we're just trying to improve as much as we can, and gear towards championship.
Roigan Kevin Moore, agus Johan Shantzenish, Austin Gleeson, Austin Morati, Austin Abola, agus is
But all we can manage is how hard we work in training, and how much we apply ourselves, and try to produce a performance on the day. It doesn't always go our way, obviously, but I'm very satisfied that everyone is trying their absolute best, and hopefully results will start coming our way.